With my personal experience, I think about 3 to 4 years ago, when I was in fourth year of medicine, I decided that I wanted to stay in Europe, and the country I chose was Germany. So when I did that, at that time, I had one friend who was already doing German. She was learning German and she was non-EU, and she had already expressed her interest in working in Germany. So I approached her and I was like, what can I do? What should I do? And she basically told me, which I think is really, really important, that for people, especially people who are still in their preclinical years or even just fourth year and fifth year, she basically was like, just start learning the language, understand the fundamentals of the German language by yourself. You can either do it by yourself or you can do it with a private tutor, whatever suits you. So I did it I started learning German in fourth year, and I started with A1, and I basically self-taught myself. I used Duolingo and just got to understand, but not much. When I was free, I would basically just read through the Duolingo, practice vocabulary, the verbs, then accusative and dative. So I basically had, before I moved to Germany after I graduated, I had sort of a sense of, I knew basic words, so I wasn't completely lost, and I wasn't it wasn't something out of the blue. So for me, for someone who wants to move to any country, but for particularly Germany, and where you need a different language, it's important that you well verse yourself with the language, at least the fundamentals of the language before you think about moving there. So from fourth year to fifth year, I did A1, and I didn't take it that seriously because we had a medical school, but I actually got well versed with the language. I could read, because I learned so much vocabulary. I could read basic texts, but still couldn't speak. But I knew a lot of vocabulary. I mastered the grammar of A1 and parts of A2 really well, because I used to just practice grammar, do exercises online. There was a YouTube channel called Learn German. So I used to go there, and they had like a worksheet attached to the link of their YouTube, and I used to just click on this worksheet and just do exercises, grammatical exercises. So I did that until fifth year. Then in sixth year, I didn't exactly do a lot of practice for German because we had state exams, and I was so preoccupied with passing my state exams that I kind of put the language on the back burner. So, but that wasn't a disadvantage at all, because after I graduated and then I was moving to Germany, it was easy for me to, when I was revising what I had learned in fourth and fifth year, it was really easy for me to understand and come. It came quick. It came really, really quick. So yeah, that's basically my personal experience on how I started learning the language.